All right, moving on to Doja Cat. This is an interesting story as well. So her mom, Deborah Elizabeth Sawyer, filed a temporary restraining order against Doja's brother, Ramon. And so in the filing, she also listed Doja as someone who needed protection from him. So TMZ reported that Sawyer alleged that Doja's teeth were knocked out by her brother, further claiming that he had given her cuts and bruises and destroyed and stole some of her property. She claimed that her son was verbally abusive toward Doja Cat in a very degrading and demeaning manner, and that he had made the singer feel unsafe and traumatized. She was granted a court order protection from Ramon, and a hearing is pending for a permanent restraining order. She also allegedly had a restraining order against her son in the past, but it has since expired. So the judge noted that the singer would have to file her own request for a restraining order, but her brother did speak out and saying that these allegations were false. He hasn't, or he said that he hasn't been in contact with the family in years. So this story has no merit. So this is what he's saying. So why is she doing this now? Is it because that restraining order expired, that's why she's going forward and trying to get another one?
Yeah, restraining orders do expire. You know, in California, they could expire after 3 years or 5 years, up to that period of time. So if there is still harassment, if there's still threats, if there's still violence, then that restraining order has to be renewed. And obviously, we have two different accounts of what happened. But from a legal perspective, you know, Doja Cat's mom can't get a restraining order on Doja Cat's behalf.
Right.
She's a grown woman. She's an adult. You can obviously get a restraining order on behalf of your children. So that was the right ruling there. And, you know, the other sort of important thing to note is, you know, being mean or being rude, that's certainly not enough for a restraining order. There has to be some sort of harassment, stalking, violence, or threats of violence.
So if he says that he hasn't had any contact with the family in years, will they still be granted this restraining order then?
Well, that's going to be up to a judge. So we have that mini trial where the parties go up, they testify, they're cross-examined, they present their witnesses and other evidence. So, you know, if mom is going to be able to get another restraining order, she better be able to prove that her son is having some sort of contact.